Hi guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to solve the 4x4 cube using the reduction method. So in this method we are going to reduce the 4x4 into a 3x3 and then solve it just like a 3x3. So without any further ado, let's begin this video. So the first step is just create the white center. So to do that we need to make white bars which can be either horizontal or vertical. So let's make the first bar. So we can join this piece and make a bar. So to join them together we need to take this piece here. Now we can join them like this. Now that is joined, let's make the other bar. So we have one white piece here and the other piece is right here. To join these both into a bar we need to keep this piece over there. Now we can join it like this. After joining it like this we need to place it over here. So to do that we need to remember not to break this. We do that and take this out. The second step is to solve the opposite side, which is the yellow center. So to solve the yellow center, again we make bars. So we need to join these both. So to do that we can take this here. Now get this piece over here and take this back. Now we need to take it up there. To do that you should remember not to break this. So when you do this you break it. So that you don't break it, after doing this do U2 and take it back. So now it's alright. Now then you need to make the last bar of the yellow side. So here are the pieces. Again we do the same thing like this and take it back. Now you need to remember this step. So when you have one bar here and one bar up, you need to keep them in one line like this. So when you have them in one line, you need to keep them in one line and do this L, U2, L prime. Or else you could even get this case where you have them both on the right side. So you do R wide, U2, R prime. So now you will have both the centers. So you need to make the other centers now without breaking the white and the yellow centers. So you need to remember when white is on top and yellow is on the bottom, you need to follow this order. Blue on its right orange, then on its right green, then on its right red. If you don't remember it properly, you can also look at a 3x3 cube. So for example, opposite of blue, right side of blue is orange. So blue, orange, green, red. You need to remember this order. So first let's start by making the blue center. So we need to make bars again, so we can join these two pieces and make a bar. Now we can join this and this to make the second bar like this. So now we have that piece and that bar over here and this bar over here. So you keep it this bar here and do this. Now we have the blue. Like in the 3x3, opposite of right of blue is orange. So orange we need to make here. So we have a bar here already. So we need to take it up there, but when we do this, we are breaking this. So to not break that, we need to do this, U2, this. Now we need to join these both pieces to make a bar. So you do this. Since you have broken the blue center, you need to restore it. Do this. Now it's restored. You need to join this. So like you had done before, you need to keep them both in the straight line. So it's on the right side. So I'll keep it on the straight line like this and perform that same algorithm. RY, U2, RY prime. So now we have orange. Now the next color is green. So when you have this case, you just need to take one piece on top. So you keep one of the pieces in line with this and do the R wide U2 R wide prime. So do this. Now you will have one piece left. To solve that you need to perform this move. So you need to keep them both on the same spot, like this over here and this is over here. So when you have them on the same spot, you do this. So the second case is this, where you have the pieces like this and like this or else like this. So you need to keep them in a straight line and perform the same algorithm as we did before. R wide, U2, R wide prime. Now you would have solved all the centers. Our next step is to solve the white edges. So we're going to begin by solving the white edges so that it's easier for us to then solve the other edges. So we need to solve the edges. So we have blue and white edge over here and blue and white edge over here. So now we can join them like this. So when we join them like this, since we have broken the centers, like green and green is not matching over here, so we need to replace this with the empty edge. So this is not a solved edge, so we need to do this R, U, R prime. So now you have kept it there, and now since the centers are broken, you just need to do this and you need to match the centers. You need to remember always to match the centers in each step. So again we do this. So now we have orange and white diagonal to each other like this. When you have them diagonal to each other, you replace them with an empty center at the back. So you first join them together. Now this empty edge which is not solved at the back, so now you replace it with that by doing this L prime U prime L, and now since we have broken the centers, join them. So we have to solve the green and white one now. So we have the green and white like this, but normally we have them diagonal to each other like this so we can join them. But when we have them both in a straight line, you need to perform the edge flipping algorithm, which is like this: R U R prime F, R prime F prime R. After performing this algorithm, the edges will be in this edge would have flipped. Earlier it was like this in one straight line like this. So now when you do the edge flipping algorithm, it comes down. So now when they're diagonal to each other, you need to just match them and replace it. When after matching it, keep an empty edge at the back and replace it with it. Since you have broken the centers, restore them. Now let's solve the last edges. So there's one piece here and one piece here. So to join them, you need to first get them together. Again, they're on the same line. So you again perform the edge flipping algorithm. After performing it, you can again join them together, keep empty edge at the back, on the back, and then replace it. Since you have broken these centers, restore them. Now you would have all the white edges on the top with the white side. Now you turn the cube around and solve the rest of the edges. So you have orange, and it might be a bit difficult to recognize as the piece in the starting. So with some practice you will be able to solve it fast. So now we have orange and yellow here and the other orange and yellow here. So you do this. Since they're diagonal to each other, you do this, replace it with the edge at the back and take them back. So now we have green over here and the other green is over here, and again they're diagonal, so we solve the edges, replace them with the back edge and take this back. So we continue doing this until we end up with the last two edges like this. When you would have finished solving all the top edges, then you will have to join these edges, but you would have nothing to replace them with. So replace this edge at the back, which is solved with the empty edge. So just do that. Now empty edge is over here. So now you can solve the other sides. So now we have green and orange here, green and orange here. So you first join them. Since this is the empty edge, you keep it at the back like this and restore them. Now you can have to restore the centers too. Now you would be left with the last two edges like this. So you can have two cases in the starting. So these are the two cases. So the first case is this, where you have both the edges, like the two edges in over here are green and red and yellow and red. So green and red and green are red in one line, and yellow and red are in one line. So when this edge edges are like these, you need to perform this algorithm. So you need to first take this, you need to do the D move. You need to do D. After doing D, you do the edge flipping algorithm and then restore D. So now we would have solved both the edges. The other cases where both of the edges are diagonal, like this is diagonal and this is diagonal. So then you again do the edge flipping algorithm first, and you get it back to the first case. Now when you need to solve it just like the first case. So you do D, then do the edge flipping algorithm, and then D prime. Now you would have solved all the edges and all the centers. So now you can solve it just like a 3x3 using this as the corner, this as the edge, and this as the center. So after solving it, like when you might be able to solve the whole cube, or else you will have this case where you'll have one center and one edge like this. This is not possible on a 3x3, because on the 3x3 you can only have a L like this, or only the center. So now when you have this case, you just need to first put the edge over here and perform the algorithm which you use to make the cross on this, if you use the beginner's method. So then you would be left with this. Even this case is not possible on a 3x3, because on the 3x3 you would either have this bar or else the cross like this. So you could have only these two cases. So when this is a parity, so these algorithms are a little long, so it might be a bit difficult to memorize these algorithms. So here's the algorithm. So in this algorithm you have some new moves like r wide. R wide means this, r wide prime means this side down, L wide means this side down, and L wide prime means this. So let's begin the algorithm. R wide prime U2, L wide F2, L wide prime F2, R wide 2 U2, R wide U2, R wide prime U2, F2, R wide 2, F2. Now you would have the cross. So now you can solve it again like a 3 by 3. So after this you might be able to solve the whole cube, or you might come up with this case where you have two edges like this. So when you have this case, then you perform, this is another parity, so you need to perform this algorithm. You can keep the cube's position in any way and do this. R by 2 U2, R by 2 large U2, small U2, which would be like this, R by 2 U2. So now you would have the normal case which is possible on a 3 by 3 and you can solve it. But there's another parity algorithm which is like this, where you have two of the opposite edges in the different places. So when you have this case, you again perform the same algorithm. And now you would have solved the cube. So if you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.